Welcome to Math Plus, where math makes sense. Geometry, the study of shapes and their attributes. Today we are going to look at more shapes that we see in our environment and shapes that we use in our everyday life. 3D stands for three-dimensional shapes. You probably can see a difference in these shapes compared to a shape that is flat that you can draw on paper. These shapes are like containers. You can actually fill them. So they're considered 3D shapes. Let's look at what 3D actually means. Of course, it stands for three-dimensional. So these are figures that have length, width, and depth, which is height. This is what separates it from a two-dimensional shape. It has height. They are solid and take up space, unlike flat 2D shapes. Remember, a 2D shape can lie flat and be drawn on paper. A 3D shape takes up space. Let's look at the attributes of a 3D shape. First, we have faces. The faces are the flat surfaces of a shape. So in other words, here's one face, here's another face, and there's another one over here. And there's also three more that we cannot see. Those are like the faces. Next is edges. These are the line segments where the faces meet. So the line segments are like the lines in between. So for example, there's a line segment. There's another one. These are where all the faces come together. Those are called edges. Vertices are the points where edges meet. Remember, we learned that same vocabulary with 2D shapes. It's where they meet. Curved surfaces are rounded surfaces that are not flat. This 3D shape does not have a curved surface, but a ball or a sphere does have a curved surface. So it can be made up of curved lines. Remember, the defining factor of a 3D shape is that it has height. It has space and volume to where you can fill it. All right, lastly, let's look at some common 3D shapes. The first is a cube. A cube has 6 square faces. A cube is very common and learned at a very young age because a cube is what they use for dice. It has 6 sides and they're usually numbered 1 through 6. A sphere is a perfectly round shape. This is like a ball. You've all played with a ball since you were very, very young, and that is called a sphere. The next is a cone. Is a shape with a circular base and a vertex. That means this has one vertex right up here at the very top point. This can sometimes be looked at as like a party hat. A lot of times at parties you wear these hats that look cone-shaped. And lastly is the pyramid. Pyramid is a shape with a base and a triangular faces that meet at a point. Again, here's the point or the vertex. The bottom of this one looks like it's a square. So these are the common 3D shapes: a cube, a sphere, cones, and pyramids.